Hello, and we're live. So, welcome to this special pop up on the eclipse. I thought I'd get on here. I've had like a lot of meditation today, a lot of contemplation last night, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of share my thoughts and revelations on what particularly I am doing for spiritual hacks for the eclipse to further change and facilitate a huge shift in the next coming years spiritually for myself. And what I personally have found that like was an epiphany, I guess you would say. So I've done a lot of reflecting on being gentle with my body. So I'm at a stage in my life where I have really like everything in our immediate environment and world is constantly telling us we're not enough, or like we need to do something faster, we need to do it more, we need to perfect it. And I think that's what this eclipse is really teaching me right now, is how to be present in my body and listen to it. Listen to when I'm pushing it beyond its limits. Listen when I need to be gentle. And in particular, it's like the headphones for me. So like I love getting lost in like choreographing, and I have a place astrally in my mind that I go to when I listen to music. It's so healing. But naturally, as a dancer, lifelong dancer, I crank that shit up. And I've been doing it so much creatively that it's really starting to affect my ears and my throat in particular. And, you know, I could go on a deep dive and be horrified by all the things technologically that the new earphones and earpods do to you. But I took a break. I just took a break and I was like, I need to listen to my body. I need to not crank it up on like maximum volume. I need to be gentle, and like I am not like bulletproof. Like, yeah, I need to hold on to my ear, like follicles, and hold on to my hearing and be gentler to my body. And it's not, you can't take advantage of your own body. And so that was a big epiphany for me, and that was the commitment and the um, proclamation, I guess you would say, to myself, is to be kinder physically, mentally, spiritually, inner dialogue wise with myself, and to listen to what I need, not the first, second, third red flag, but immediately, like when it's just a small little nudge, instead of when it becomes this red flag or neon sign of like, stop, and to the point of like, no return. So I don't know if you guys suffer from that same thing, like over pushing yourself past your limits physically. But that's definitely one of mine. And that is almost like a resolution I made, a promise to myself today, which I think is perfect for on eclipse days, for this particular eclipse with the South Node in Leo and the North Node in Aquarius. It is a time to choose self love over anything else, even if it causes you, a place socially and standing. Authenticity is going to win out in this game of life from here on out. And so, yeah, answering to your body is the temple. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the temple you go and sit and worship in. And so maintaining it with the utmost sacredness is paramount, in my opinion. So, hey guys, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Let's see who's all in here. Hi. Hi, Martha. Hi, Diana. Happy hump day. Hi, Steve. Hey, Jennifer. You're a new one, I think. Haven't seen you before. Hey, Christina. Tanera? Tananera? I like that name. So what I'm going to do today is if you guys have any psychic questions, I'm going to do a rapid fire for this eclipse in honor of the eclipse. So you can ask me anything at all. It could be personal. It could be for your own future psychic needs or questions. It can be about spirituality. It could be about mediumship and spirit communication, Reiki healing, my favorite gadgets on energy, whatever it is, you can ask. You guys have me for about an hour. I'm going to go run and do a yoga session in the park under the eclipse sunset. So I can't wait. Jennifer says, I lurk. Me too, girl. Me too. Happy lurking. What does spirit want me to know? So, by the way, this could be someone randomly that will watch this video days after. Don't know. That's how spirit works with me. But I immediately, when I sat down to meditate before this session and I popped on here on this live, I got a guy named Logan that passed away. He was, I think, in his late 30s. He died in a tragic accident that was maybe he was a construction worker of some sort, having to do I'm kind of seeing scaffolding. I'm seeing some scaffolding and a higher up elevation, a fall, something like that. So this guy's name's Logan. I think he had lighter brown hair, work boots on, and he sends his love. I think his favorite color was red, possibly. And blue jeans were his favorite outfit, is what I'm kidding. Felt like an outdoorsy kind of person. So he came by with a dog. There was a white fluffy dog, shaggy dog, medium-sized dog. And he showed up and just wanted to show his support. I guess someone close to him watches this channel or watches the show or will be watching the show. So I don't know. If that resonates, y'all leave a comment below later on. Yeah. Okay. So for D7th sun. All right, there's a female Virgo energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy on the other side for you. She seems one generation back. So this could be a grandmother. I'm going to say possibly on mother's side. She does look at you quite like a son figure. So I don't know if maybe there was a very close bond or I don't even know if you're a guy. It seems like you are, but I keep getting a reference to son. So it looks like she's watching over your current work situation. You're really trying to manifest a new situation for yourself is what I'm picking up. And also a new romantic situation, wanting freedom, wanting something less toxic, more balanced. It seems like maybe in the past you've been the healer, the giver in your relationships, and she's guiding you to the right romantic personality or to repairing something. So there's something deeply, deeply shifting for you in this eclipse season, I would say. with all areas, personal, romance, and work, and the big ones. So the spirit realm is pushing you along and helping you out. They're saying to rest in peace, know that have faith it's coming. Don't even step into another second of the eclipse with any type of worry. Trust that it is here and that you're stepping through the highest timeline portal. I'm also getting a reference to the number 4 with this woman. So April or the 4th of something is significant in relation to either her birthday or her passing. I'm also getting like Rona or Mona or Sonia, something that rhymes with that. So a reference to that. And then the last number reference I'm getting is June. So 6th June, June or the 6th of something is significant as well. Hi, Jean. Maybe that's my mom. Okay, so your mom's passed away. Yeah, I was feeling it was like definitely an energy of a motherly energy, protective energy. She's helping to guide a new career title that's coming in for you. Happy solar eclipse to you as well. New moon. Yes. Any thoughts on currency revaluation with diners and Zim? Will this happen? If so, any time within this calendar? Okay, so diners and Zim. I'm not really familiar with this, but what I'm picking up energetically, psychically, is there's like a merger of energy happening. So it would be the equivalent of like a merger or two companies coming together. The assets, I think, are going to be quite satisfactory and quite fulfilling. There is something behind the scenes working or playing out that will be intentionally making people think that this isn't a trustworthy revaluation, is what I'm picking up. But ultimately, there will be the outcome is celebratory. So what was ventured out uh, in the beginning, what they set out to do in the beginning, it comes to fruition as the outcome, is what I'm picking up. 5:02 on the clock, on my wrong clock. And 5:02 kind of looks like a lady's like hourglass situation. So I don't know what significance that plays in that reading, but I don't know. For some reason, the shape of a woman's hourglass shape was significant there. Yeah, give me a little bit more, Jennifer, on what diners and Zim is, and hopefully I answered that properly. Will this happen if so, anytime within this calendar year? Sorry, I didn't answer that part. No, not this calendar year, not 2026. 2027? Yeah, 2027. What month? That's so crazy. I literally saw 12 and as it came out. So, yeah, so December of 2027 maybe by then. What do you mean I am? I am. My daughter's immune system seems to be attacking her joints. Any ideas? So one thing to do, which is really, really tough, is one thing to immediately give her relief is to cut out completely all sugar. And I know it's difficult. And try to alkalize the diet until the inflammation goes down. Try to find an elimination type of diet where you can find the culprit of her particular inflammation. It seems autoimmune in nature. And so I am not a doctor. Please consult a physician. This is for entertainment purposes only and psychic opinion only. But another thing too that I am a huge advocate of and obsessed with is this new little body charger frequency necklace, and it's by Detta Ellis. And I can include the link. I posted the link on the most recent live I did. But this has a joint inflammation setting on it, and I love it. It has Lyme disease settings, frequencies. It has cardiac arrhythmia settings. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Healthy sleep, cleansing of the body. That it cleanses the chakras as well. It's amazing, and it's the latest craze. And like honestly, like I've been wearing it nonstop, 24 hours for the last week or so, and I totally feel so different and better and more, at ease in my body frequency wise. Hi, Danielle. So Steve says solar eclipse meteor showers I can't say that, meteor showers. Why is that so hard for me to say? 6 planet alignment busy week. It's the last day of the old way, first day of the new world. Yes. Yes, King. I love it. Yeah, I think we're going to see what I feel psychically is we're seeing everything line up for dominoes to fall. Like that's what I see it as, like astrologically. It's like the big lineup for the big setup for the big reveal. Something like some big, big systems are collapsing that we run on in the matrix, and huge financial currency shifts, huge actual educational system shifts. And I don't know if I think probably the baby boomers are going to have the hardest time adjusting frequency wise. I don't know why that came to me in a download like last night while I was dreaming, but something energetically in the baby boomers body is going to be really hard to adjust to this new frequency post what's it called? Eclipse. So make sure you're grounding, make sure you're getting outside. I know I channeled in another couple of lives that my guides had requested what was like the best advice for this meteor shower is grounding on a tree and sun gazing to really ground through the energy, ground in the energy so it touches ground and you can make sense of it and you can integrate it in your personal unique way that makes sense to you in your own unique human. So yeah. I already answered that one. Sorry. Need to get it together with you. Hi, Jean. Hi, G. 2711. But she always thinks of me. She's alive, but she always thinks of me. Oh, okay. I thought you said your mom has passed. Okay. Yeah, there's like a motherly energy on the other side. But she's definitely connected to your mother's side. So if your grandmother on your mother's side has passed away and was maybe like a younger mother and a lot like your mother, that's who I'm picking up on. She was a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy. Hello, what does spirit need me to know? Sunflower. But yeah, D7th sun, I feel like that's this person's definitely passed away that I was picking up. So in particular, I'm getting that your guides are guiding you through a new soul contract, that you've really had to do a lot of heart chakra healing this past year, and you're finally clearing that out. You're finally purging those wounds that maybe you couldn't get past. Maybe like on a loop where you just couldn't get past how someone could have done you like they did in the past. And that is suddenly lifting. You're going to suddenly have a revelation of some sort where it's just going to hit you like a lightning bolt, where you're suddenly at peace, and you've made amends with it yourself. Like, not necessarily you forgave the person, but not necessarily like you're like forgetting and like moving on and going back to normal. It's like you're walking upon the ground differently, and people are taking notice. And so I'm here for that. I love that. I feel like your spirit guides are applauding you. You've done a lot of work on yourself this last year, and they see it and they applaud you. Um, for the next 14 days, another thing I'm getting is to focus heavily on what you're putting in and on your body. So maybe eat a little bit healthier. You know, we all like to kind of like emotionally eat. It's sometimes how we self-soothe. I myself, done that a lot in the past, and I've had to kind of change my relationship with food and how I fuel myself out of necessity, like from my autoimmune stuff and health stuff. And it's really healed a lot of the codependencies or maybe relationship issues that I didn't see I had in the past, right? Because I could mask it with like comfort food and things like that. So I'm getting something similar with you. It's like be kinder to yourself and eat for fuel. Um, because maybe like you're feeling not your optimum physically. And maybe you've been feeling a little sluggish, and you've been kind of mm, putting yourself on the back burner. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning, like of our live today, is like I had this huge revelation that for me personally, this eclipse is about choosing myself first and foremost each and every time. Authenticity wins the abundance game. And um, make a declaration, an affirmation to yourself, something that you will show up and commit to for the rest of the year and years to come from this spiritual shift on, because it's a doozy. It's a huge one. And it's a wonderful time to be a starseed and alive in our world right now. Um, and I am also being reminded, my guides are showing me. So, like a couple of years ago, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. Like, all I watch are like reaction videos, like on YouTube. Basically, that's my news. I love it. And whatever pops out of me, it's just like resonates deeply. That's like what I watch. Um, but so this random story, local, I think it was in Florida or near the coast of Florida or no, I think it was North Carolina. But it was like this random news post about whales congregating in a interesting coordinate in the ocean, and none of the scientists knew why. And so, of course, it was just like a typical news segment where they don't give you any answers. They're just like, whoa, and like just the dumbest mockingbird shenanigans. And so I was like intrigued. I was like, I don't know why I became obsessed. And I was like, let me look up these coordinates because they had put the coordinates up. And I was like, where is this? So I looked up off the coast. Like I remember putting in the coordinates, and it was near the closest cove or place was called Self CELF. I mean, sorry, CELPH. Sorry, something like Self Cove or something like that. And then what I noticed was the whales were actually in the shape of a heart, that they were like sat up and stopped in the ocean. They weren't swimming. They were all congregated on one another, and it looked like it was in the shape of a heart. And I was like, well, duh, the whales are saying self-love. So I found that fascinating. No one ever put that like 2 and 2 together ever. And not even the newscaster that was talking about the coordinates. And I know that whales are extremely telepathic. They are, from what I understand, they are the original gods of this Tiamat Earth. And they had to come as whales because with the Star Wars and everything going on that took over Tiamat and brought the vibration down from 5D to 3D, and now we have Earth, that the whales, in order to stay, they had to become whales because they would constantly hunt and kill them when they were in like god-like form, when they were in like giant form. And so the whales keep the highest vibration on the planet, in my opinion. And they are somewhat memory keepers of the water, just like the trees are the memory keepers of the earth. And they are extremely crucial to the consciousness of humanity, in my opinion. Same with dolphins. Dolphins are like their, genus side right arm men kind of thing. They're wingmen. So, and it's also illegal to telepathically talk to dolphins and whales, just so you know. But how would they know? So, so yeah, there's that, and I just wanted to share that because I think self-love is one thing my guides are pushing today, and one thing you can do out of self-love is to slow down. So like for me, I know that I like got down on my knees and scrubbed my entire kitchen, my cabinets from top to bottom. Like spirit will collect when there's like food around, or there's just like little bit like, just like grossness. And sometimes it's necessary for a deep clean. Like I know I naturally just get drawn to doing deep cleans around the solstice months, like whenever the solstice days when the seasons are changing. I it never fails. I always have this like feeling I like have to just like do this deep clean all around my house. And I did that today, and I felt like it was something that was like rebuffering and cleansing out internally myself as well. So if that resonates with anyone, I hope you can take that little tidbit. I think I went off on a tangent. I hope I answered that question. Also, something, sunflower. So, yes, eating better is super important, but also I think you're getting a new car quite soon. I don't know if you wanted a new car, but I'm picking up you're getting a new car in the next 3 to 4 months. So, you have manifested that accurately. I just got abnormal blood results. Have to wait a week to speak to the doctor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Wanda's Lily. Don't give them power. Don't give them power. And when you get the results, just know that the more you know, the more you can adjust and change and figure it out. So I think this is going to be a blessing in disguise. I don't think it's going to be anything scary. Yeah, no, nothing scary. just something you might need to adjust with diet. I hope that helps, Wanda's. May I ask messages for my Gemini friend? He passed away 2 years ago yesterday. Oh, condolences. I'll try. I can't pull spirit. I don't like doing that against their will. They just show up to me, kind of like D7's grandmother energy, Virgo energy on the other side. Okay, he's here. Something about a scandal. He's saying, what a scandal? Something about a scandal? Someone lied about something? There's a female energy in the mix. He's saying is not telling the truth about something. So, or misconstruing something. Yes, he knows about everything that's going on. He's also trying to speak with you in the dream state, but maybe your kind of like thoughts are going crazy and like you're very much a mentalist, so it's hard to get in. So I would say quiet the mind, set aside time for those messages to come in clairaudiently from him. I'm also getting the number 11. So November the 11th is something is significant in connection to him. November 4th, I just heard, actually. He talks to you at nighttime. Yeah, there's something. Okay, the way that he passed away, I think he's trying to clarify something is not as it seems. So there's some type of, maybe the way he passed away was some type of scandal, or it's not the way that they're saying it went down, is what I'm picking up. And there's like a Leo energy, a Leo female. I'm hearing or feeling like you can't really trust. Something like that. What else? They'll have their judgment day. Don't worry. This is the spirit realm working. He's also I think it's a he. I don't know. I'm picking up on a he energy. He's also helping from the other side to bring you a windfall of abundance. He is applauding your healer-like abilities. You're a natural born healer and leader. And you've been doing some great like undercover investigating, digging up things that will be rewarded in some way by the spirit realm. So, like paid, like literally, like it's going to come out of like random ways. Random ways. But I don't know, there's something, yeah. He's like, you're the ultimate authority. Don't be afraid to talk your ish, I heard. Maybe right now you've been silenced or gagged a little bit verbally. I don't know if this makes any sense, Jean. I hope it does. I do feel a sense of territorialism and love, though. There's a segment of investors that invested in currencies that were inflated and had little value. The Iraqi dinar was one of them and is getting a lot of alt interest right now. Okay. So, yeah. So, thanks for clarifying with that. So, what I'm picking up is that if you're going to invest in it, you're going to have to know exactly when to get in and when to get out to make the money. But it seems like it's a kind of like a whale move. And that's probably why I was talking about whales earlier. But it's probably like a whale move where they're trying to get everybody to go and invest in it. And then it crashes and then it tanks, right? So if you're well versed in that and you're watching it, there will be a lot of money to be made in a very small window. But unless you're kind of like insider trading type stuff with the whales, the big whales, and people that are like do this like day in and day out and watch it like a hawk, which it sounds kind of like you do, Jennifer. I don't know, trust your gut, but there is going to be a window to get in and make a lot of money and get out, but you're going to have to know when the window is. There is a celebration, but these people also have an agenda. So there is something where they're using two big companies to accomplish that, but it's going to be temporary. I'll say that. And it's going to happen in the window probably will be more in 2027, December of 2027. That's how I'm interpreting that. Sunflower, yes. Thank God. Yay. I hope that resonated. Okay, perfect. True about the eating. What does spirit want me to know? Christina. Okay, so I'm seeing a male figure connected to father's side, fire signs. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. He has a beard. He seems a little bit older. Gray hair. He's kind of like a man of few words, and he's like, you got to find more balance in your life. So, and I am also seeing something with screen time. So maybe I'm also getting connected to something with your eyesight. So maybe getting blue light glasses, or maybe not watch so much TV, or like pick your head up more. Like I'm getting like the bottom of your eyesight, like the way that you're looking at the TV from the bed, or the way that you're looking down at your computer screen is affecting your eyesight. I don't know why that's come through, but it's come through. So maybe get some blue light therapy, do some muscle exercises, yoga exercises with your eyes, like up and around, to keep the muscles agile. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm also getting the number 27. So maybe when you were 27, there was a fond memory. That's his favorite age of you. And if you were thinking about going back to get a certification for something, the answer is yes. This will be a great endeavor, beneficial, worth it. Hope that helps. QQQ, legendary focus. Will I be able to finally get rid of the inflammation and close the fistulas without surgery if I keep working with the practitioner? Yes. In fact, you've been dreaming about it lately. You've been getting visions, and keep visualizing what that feels like, tastes like, hears like, being in that healed state, especially today. Write it down. Write it into a candle. I am perfect health. Quantum code 808 space 45 space 700. Quantum codes are a huge spiritual hack. I love them. But confirmation from spirit, yes, and so it is. It's already been I see the vision in the spirit realm. It's only a matter of time until it is brought into physical existence. Hi, Wendy. W-2. Down in these parts in the U.S., that's what we call our our taxes, our W-2. World War II, I'm assuming. 23. I will let you know about the car and I will eat better. Perfect. Listen, I'm just a psychic bossy person. Like half the time I don't even know what I'm saying. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, there's a lot of energy swirling around. I recently had a vivid positive dream about high school, my high school sweetheart, and reached out. The energy between us is palpable. Was this the right thing for me to do? Yes. I feel that, intuitively what I'm picking up is that his inner child was maybe calling out to you. There was something that was needing to be healed that maybe, or from that time that you guys dated, he was struggling in the same cycle with same wounds. And you were kind of this guide or helper that helped him make that correlation or revelation within his own life. Just energetically. I don't even think you're aware of exactly what the revelation was, but yes, to clarify on a deeper, more specific level, yes, I think that it helped him climb out of some type of rut where he couldn't see all the angles properly. Hope that helps. Angel Whisper. Hello, Jessica. Do my angels have a message for me concerning my love life? Yes, they do. You're always right. So, like, maybe you juggle and, keeping someone in your life, you're on the fence and you juggle the idea of like, oh, well, maybe they're not that bad. Or maybe I'm just like being judgmental. Or, well, I have no grounds to think that intuitively. They haven't given me any signs to see that or see that red flag or act on that. But you're always right. Your guides and your angels want you to know you're always right. And so instead of feeling bad about making the decision the first time that feeling creeps up, just act on it and you'll feel so much better. Like stop guilting yourself and you'll gain back a lot of the time you've lost is what I'm picking up. There is a move I'm seeing coming for you that's unexpected, which is going to shake things up and completely put you on a winning course of your love life. You don't see this coming, so it's super exciting. I feel like you manifested this from 2 years ago and maybe forgot about it, and it's now here. It's like, surprise. You're gonna be like, oh my God, wait, because I feel like you're trying to manifest like a new project right now, but it works out perfectly. So let the dominoes fall. Let the universe guide you. Don't worry about the when, the how, the why. You just show up is what I heard your guardian angel say. Just show up. Hope that helps. Oh, I hope that helped, Jean. I hope that resonated with your friend. Hi, may I ask a question about my energies? Thank you. Yes, of course. Priscilla. And I have like all the sun is like coming in right now from the sunset. keep your energy for you, Priscilla, is what I'm getting. I feel like plug up the energy leaks. So it seems that you're very empathic and people like to hook into you and siphon your energy for their own gain. So the reason the sun's coming in, that's my sign. Go out in the sunshine, recharge, take your shoes off on the ground. And maybe pull back your energy from social engagements or interactions. If you have a friend that is a vampire energetically, don't let them sit on the left side of you in the car. Don't let them talk on your phone unless it's the right ear. Things like that. So that they're not pouring their energy and like rubbing off on you and like emotional dumping. That's what I like to call emotional dumping. So that is a feeling I'm getting, like you just have kind of some tentacles, hooks from other people that are siphoning energy and tugging on it from you. I'm also seeing someone maybe from overseas. So I don't know if you have a long distance relationship, or this is like an ex or something, a long distance person that still has a tug of war on you. Today would be a great day to say, I leave this person back behind in the old portal. But I will say your energy is determined. You're about to step into your Emperor energy chapter in manifesting a whole new empire for yourself energetically. So yeah, I think right now you feel like, and also stop being in competition. Like, I feel like you're in competition almost with yourself. Like you're like telling yourself you should be further along, or like be gentle. Be gentle. That is the overarching theme. Like pat yourself on the back for what you've accomplished. We've all been through some shit. Let me tell you. It's a wonder we're even thriving right now. Like, I mean, come on. We are the shit that we go through and we're force fed each and every day is mind blowing. How we can still get up and be positive. I got to say. So talk to yourself like you would talk to friends and be your best cheerleader yourself. Cause I feel like that's what you need. And you need a pat on your back and keep going. Plug up those energy leaks. You can plug up energy leaks by working out, going to a Reiki healer, laying in the grass, grounding, laying on a tree, putting your spine on a tree, hugging a tree. The spine on the tree will really kind of like pull out any type of cords that you're still kind of like wrestling with. Get some copper to protect after you've cut all those cords out. Yeah. It seems like outside of you, not necessarily your leaks. It's just like you're too kind and people just keep requesting and demanding of you. Hope that helps. I was wondering if someone lied or his sister was hiding something from me. He has appeared to me with a look of disappointment on his face. Well, I would say that was confirmation. So if his sister is not a Leo energy, then I just got chills. So yeah. So he's basically, what he was showing to me was that this female energy is self-absorbed and what is the word? Not aggrandizing, but it's in her best interest for her and only her at all times is basically the agenda and the motives behind any and every action. What is a letter? Like a physical written letter? Or like an alphabet letter? Okay. So yeah. Okay, there's something about a person that he was maybe dating or in a relationship with, and there is a lie, a huge scandal underneath it, a lie that this female has perpetuated that is not true. And it's like everybody knows it, but this one person, this may be you. But it feels like he has a lot of affection for you and like love. Like maybe y'all were in a relationship or he had a crush on you or something. Or maybe she's saying that y'all dated, something like that. But there's a huge lie in terms of hookups or relationship. And I feel he's very territorial of you, loves you very much, and is guiding you. I'm also getting a W initial as well. Beside this female character who's a liar. Yes, she has lied. So confirmation. Hi, Sabina. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the subscribe. And for all of you guys out there, like, subscribe, share. It helps me in the algorithm. You know, with my content, they like to ban me, give me tech issues. He never believed in psychic ability until he met me, and he promised to haunt me if ever passed. His sister is a Leo. Whoa. I just got chills. Yeah. See, that's how spirit works with me. Like when it comes through loud and clear, it comes loud and clear. So, confirmation, his sister is lying. Yes. So, if you feel the envie to go and dig, there might be a letter to find. I'm also getting something about under a pillow. I don't know. Maybe her pillow. Something like that. Maybe he left a letter under her pillow. He left a letter under her pillow about something. Something like that. His sister refused to talk to me after he passed and recently has been messaging me again. I don't know what's changed. I got the message of a windfall from him as well. Cool. Yeah, you're psychic. You're definitely psychic. I'm picking up on you, Jean. We got that vibe. The sister vibe. And yes, he's helping you with a windfall of money because that's how the spirit realm works. They like spirit will not come to the egotistical readers that are just doing it to be ponies, to show ponies. And like the other day, someone, well, let me not, I'm not going to put that out there, but yeah, you have to be very discerning in this sphere. And, you know, I always have to be constantly checking. And like, it's like a sailor that's checking for, you know, the horizon to see for any drift, to check for any drift, like you've gotten off course. You're constantly having to do that with yourself spiritually because very easily you can get, especially as sensitive as you are, you can get pulled into wanting to please people. You don't want to give them like bad news or the news that they don't want to hear. But sometimes, you know, and over the years I've perfected it, just with as many people as I've read, you have to stay true to yourself and to the spirit realm, but you do it with love and care. And that's how spirit chooses based on frequency and the lack of ego. They will show up. And so those readers that like claim to talk to people and like that don't have spiritual hygiene, you just have to be discerning. You constantly have to be checking your ego. You constantly have to be in connection with your own higher self and understand that this work goes far beyond you. It's not about being right. It's you can't even put that in the equation. You have to be okay with being wrong. It's literally verbal diarrhea. And when stuff like this happens, when it tracks, it's beautiful how the spirit works. The spirit realm works for confirmation with things that we may not be able to get 3D confirmation in the physical. But things like this, you can't deny because she didn't tell me anything else. Just did I have a message from a friend, right? Oh, yeah. I love that. Your friend gave you confirmation. I did nothing of the sort. I just was the translator. So I thank him in spirit for doing just such a fabulous job, and well done for someone who doesn't know or didn't believe in psychics in the beginning. He did a fabulous job of communicating that to me. Some of them not so good, but of course, Jean. Thank you. My name's Jess. People do call me Jen a lot. You caught me playing with my hair. I do it a lot. It's a tick. If you watch my channel, you're going to watch me play with my hair. It's just something that I do. Well, alrighty, guys. I am going to go run to the park. Thank you for joining me for this pop up. I'm going to go do yoga in the sun and for the eclipse, and go clean your kitchens. Go declare your proclamations for self-love and what you're clearing out of your life and cleansing out of it. And I wish you all abundance, all the manifestation and love surrounding you that could be imaginable. Love and light.